That's the way it's written. Play time on the TV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing, just free. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Just like guys in dumb. Maybe just don't want to let your finger. Maybe get a pistol on your phone. We got to Miss Miss Carol, congratulations. Miss Carol, congratulations. What is the purpose of this telecast? I want to congratulate I want to congratulate with all my heart to Miss Carol Mahale. Miss Carol, excellent telecast. Excellent telecast. I want you to feel proud of yourself, Miss Carol. I want you to feel proud of yourself, and I want you to keep on doing it. I want you to keep on doing it. Uh, this is just a suggestion, Miss Carol. You do what you think is right. Saturdays, Saturdays, perfect. I think you should keep on with the Saturdays. Um, to be clear, you pick the day and the time that you want to go on the air. That is up to you. But the Saturday at 8 o'clock, perfect, perfect. I want to congratulate you. Very good quality. Uh, Miss Carol, that, hold on. Let me organize my thoughts because of the Spanish and English. Miss Carol, what you did this evening, that is an example of real YouTube. You see, that is real YouTube. The program, the telecast you had with Miss Teresa and with MRE, that is real YouTube. That is real YouTube, Miss Carol. So I congratulate you. I congratulate you. And may God always bless you. And may God always grant you excellent health, mental and physical. And my respect to Mr. Mahale. God bless your son. I hope your son will be very successful in the trade that he chose. Let me tell you, Miss Carol, your son will be employed for all eternity, for all eternity. I have friends. I have friends here in Puerto Rico that are electricians. They even work. They even work when they are sleeping. Miss Carol, they even work when they are sleeping. That is a metaphor. What does that mean? That electricians, if they wanted to, they can be working 24/7 without stopping. So it is my opinion that your son chose an excellent. That is an excellent occupation. That is excellent. Uh, he will never know the meaning of unemployment. He will never, he will never know, he will never know the meaning of unemployment, thanks to God. So that is great. That is great. May God bless your son and keep him safe. And to be clear, Miss Carol, that is also dangerous. But, but, uh, uh, but if he follows the safety procedures, he will be all right. If he follows the safety procedures, he will be all right. Let me welcome Miss Bella. Miss Bella, God bless you always. God bless you always. If I am not mistaken, is your grandson Isaiah? Uh, Bella, is your grandson Isaiah? We have Miss Bella. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Let me welcome Miss Bella. If I am not mistaken, Bella, Bella, uh, Bella has a grandson. His name is Isaiah. If I, or maybe I am confusing Bella with another person. So Bella, uh, uh, please clarify. But welcome. Let us welcome Miss Bella. Let us welcome Miss Bella. Okay, what is the purpose of this telecast? The purpose of this telecast is to congratulate Miss Carol and to motivate her. Hold on, hold on. Yes, that's my grandson, but I no longer speak about my grandchildren. Okay, okay, no problem, Miss Bella, no problem. May God bless your entire family. No problem. Uh, I will abide by your rules. Hold on, everyone. Okay, okay. No problem, Miss Bella. Miss Bella, it is great to see you again. I haven't seen you in a long time. So God always bless you. God always bless you. So I want to motivate. The purpose of this telecast is to motivate. Hold on. Thank you so much, Edwin. Okay. You're welcome, Miss Bella. You're welcome. The purpose of this telecast, and this telecast is going to be in the YouTube library. So Miss Carol, keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Miss Carol, go on the air whenever you feel motivated. Whenever you feel motivated, go on the air. Go on the air. And the most important thing is, the more you go on the air, the more you go on the air, the more you will learn about StreamYard. It is my opinion, since I've been on the air for over a year already, the best. StreamYard is the best. StreamYard is the best. That is my opinion. Uh, Personally, me, a lot of people also use YouTube to go on the air. Personally, I do not like it. Uh, when I go on the air, I always use StreamYard because the StreamYard format is more formal, and you can see the chat, and you can scroll backwards or forwards. In the YouTube StreamYard, let us just say the YouTube format to go on the air. Uh, I have tried it one time only, but that's when I started. But I like better. I like StreamYard. StreamYard is the best. StreamYard is the best. And what you do is this, Miss Carol, on your spare time, just go into StreamYard and start pressing all the buttons. Do not be afraid to press the buttons. The more buttons you press, the more you will learn. Uh, that is that is the way that I learned. Just press the button. Once you press the button, you will know for what is that button. You see, that is the best way. That is the best way to learn. Just press the button, Miss Carol. Just press the button. But Miss Carol, I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed your telecast. It was great. They were a few individuals that came in with false IDs, but we got rid of them. We got rid of them immediately. The most important thing, Miss Carol, and I tell this to everyone: as soon as someone comes in with negativity, block them out. Block them out. Just block them out. Do not give them platform.
That is the worst. That is the worst thing that a content creator can do. As soon as an example, as soon as a demon enters your chat with an unappropriate avatar, with an unappropriate name, block them out. Just block them out. Do not give platform. I tell this to everyone. Do not give platform to negativity. That is the demon. Them are the demons from hell. Just block them out. Just it is better to keep your channel clean at all times. There are a lot of people on YouTube that give platform. They start debating demons. You do not debate demons. You block them out immediately. You block them out immediately. And then if they come back, you block them again. And you keep on blocking them. Do not give platform to demons. Do not give platform to demons. Let me welcome Paul and Kaiser. Paul and Kaiser. Okay, so like I said, the purpose of this telecast to congratulate Miss Carol Mahale. Excellent, Miss Carol. And the reason that I am doing this telecast, and I put the thumbnail. You have a beautiful dog. May God bless. May God bless your dog. The reason that I did this, I want to motivate you to keep on, to keep on. And Miss Teresa Murphy, excellent. And as always, Emery is excellent. Is excellent. The whole program, Miss Carol, your whole telecast, perfect, total perfection. So I give you a big hug and I congratulate you. And I will be, and we will, and I will submit your name to the Academy Award for possible an Oscar and a Golden Globe Award and an Emmy Award. So I, Uncle Edwin, I am very proud. I am very proud of Miss Carol. I am very proud of Miss Carol. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Okay, hold on, everyone. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on, everyone. Hold on, I will be right back. I will be right back. Okay, everyone, I am back. Miss Bella, would you like to come up? Would you like to come up on the panel? That way you can tell us what have you been up to, cause I haven't talked to you in a long time. And Miss Carol, you are welcome to come up to the panel. And Paul, that way we can talk with Miss Bella, and Miss Bella will tell us what has she been up to, because we all want to know. So Miss Bella and Miss Carol and Paul, would you like to come up to the panel? That way we will talk about positive things only. Okay, wait. Paul says, so sorry, can't leave you out. Wait, hold on. Let me read what Paul says. So sorry, can't leave you out. You're a star. Okay. So Miss Bella and Miss Carol, would you like to come up to the panel for a second? Just for a few minutes. Let us see what Miss Bella and what Miss Carol says. Okay, hold on, everyone. Today is Sunday. Today's the 23rd of June. Hold on. Okay, Bella says I'll come up. I'll come up next time if that's okay. I am meal prepping for the upcoming work week. Okay, Miss Bella. Miss Bella, you are always welcome. You are always welcome. This is your channel always. And God bless your family. God bless your entire family. Okay, I am dropping the link for Miss Carol. Paul, you are welcome to join Miss Carol and Kaiser also. Okay, Miss Carol, hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get the link. Hold on. Okay, we have Bobo. Bobo, God bless you. Bobo, God bless you. Bobo says, Happy Sunday. Please remember to attend Mass today. Very good, Bobo. Very good. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. I am getting the link for Miss Carol. Okay, Miss Carol, the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Uh, Bobo, you are welcome to press the link if you want to. You are invited, and also Paul and Kaiser are invited. And if you change your mind, Miss Bella, if you change your mind, you can press the link also, Miss Bella. Bobo says, then go home and have macaroni and meatballs and sausage, salad, the espresso and pastry. Okay, hold on, everyone. Okay, we have the beautiful Miss Carol Mihail from her award-winning telecast, nominated nominated for 5 Golden Globes. Hold on, Miss Carol. Hold on. Welcome, Miss Carol.
Hello, Edwin. How are you?
Great, great. Miss Carol, I want to congratulate you. Excellent, excellent. And I want you to keep on doing it.
Thank you, Edwin. I was in touch with MRE after the show went off, and he gave me another idea that the two of us will get together at a future date. And what we'll do is the difference between the Italian heritage and how you brought up, and the Irish heritage and how you're brought up.
That is great. That is great, Miss Carol. Uh, I will, Miss Carol, count on my 1,000,000 support. Okay?
Thank you, Edwin. And I just wanted to let you know when a few minutes after I started the telecast, I told all the moderators, I don't know if you were there for that, but I told them no avatars, nobody else's sock accounts, no vulgar language, uh, nothing about any of my friends or other content creators, that if they came in that way, to block them right out. In fact, I blocked one myself and threw them out.
That that is the best way, Miss Carol. You must maintain your channel super clean. The
That's
way the the way I try to do it the way I try to do it always.
That's what I did tonight. I told
Right,
them, and then whatever I caught, I blocked them right away, right
right.
out the
You
door.
right. Never give platform. There's a lot of without mentioning names of no one. They are many. They are many that give platform. Hold on. Miss Carol, I will be right back. Take over the
Okay.
program. I will be right
Yes,
back.
I will. Hello, Bobo. Hi, Deborah. Bella, I don't know if you're still here, but hello. Paul, always hello. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Deborah. I tried really hard. It wasn't easy, but I got through it. Okay, Bella, I see you now. I'm just waiting for Edwin to get back.
Mrs. Carroll,
Yes, Edwin.
I was going to ask you a question. What does Mr. Mahale, what is Mr. Mahale's opinion in general of YouTube, Miss Carroll?
He doesn't know because if he ever saw, forget it. I'm not going to get into it, but he knows I go live. Like I told him tonight, he was up here because I have my computer downstairs, and he was up here watching TV. And I said, I'm going downstairs because I'm going to do a live. I said, so I'm doing it downstairs so that I don't disturb you while you're watching TV. And he went, oh, okay, good luck. And I went downstairs, and that was that. I don't tell him anything that's going on. It's better that way.
Okay. So in other words, Mr. Mahale only knows the positive things. You have never told him the negative.
No, I'll give you an example, Edwin. One day, one of the neighbors came over here, well, he wasn't a gentleman that day, but a man. And he got very nasty with me, and he called me the B word. And my girlfriend was here, and my husband jumped right over my front porch, and he grabbed this man, and he says, don't you ever call my wife that B word. And I was like, uh-oh, that Greek temper, forget it. It's worse than the Italian temper. So I was like calming him down and getting him inside. And he said, no, nobody speaks to you that way. So if he ever saw what was going on YouTube, forget it.
Okay, but Miss Carroll, to be clear, you mean a you mean one of your neighbors had the nerve to go to your house
Yes,
and a neighbor uh, a question, Miss Carroll. That
yes,
neighbor lives close to your home or lives like
yes.
in another block.
No, I live in a community, and he wanted, okay, let me explain it. It's a small community. There's only 17 houses here, but it's an association. And I'm on the board. He came here because he wanted to rip up the blacktop and put down grass in front of his unit. Meanwhile, he had grass on both sides, but in the middle, it was like for parking, your car or something. So he came here, and I told him, you can't do that. You have to wait until the board meets with the other homeowners. They have to approve that. I don't have the authority just to approve it by myself. And he got angry, and he started cursing me out. And that's when my husband jumped the fence, the front porch, and went after him. Yeah.
Oh, Miss Carroll, was this man a young man or was he an elderly person?
In between.
I see. You see, he here in Puerto Rico, let me tell you, Miss Carol, here in Puerto Rico, if someone would dare do that to someone's wife, they would they would shoot the person. They would kill the person. I mean, you see how the world is, Miss Carol.
I
The
know.
you see what kind of world we are living. Who, Miss Carol? Who
Yes,
in their who in their right mind? Because you see, there's a lot of uh, mental health is rampant. Who in their right mind would go to someone's house to insult the wife of a uh, to insult the wife of that home? I mean, uh, at least in my mind, that would never enter my mind. Check this out, Miss Carol. This is the correct way. If he if that individual would have been raised properly, when he knocked at your door, the first thing that the first thing I'm sorry, the first thing that he should have done was ask for your husband. May
that's
I please
correct.
Right. May I please speak to your husband? And then ask your husband, and then your husband will tell him, I am sorry. My wife is in charge of that. You see? But there is no need. There was no need. There was no need to curse you. You see how people are, Miss Carol? People are completely out of control.
They sure are, Edwin. I couldn't agree with you more.
There is no respect. There is no people. And Miss Carol, and also this here on YouTube, there is a lot of twisted thinking. In other words, they want to make a wrong a right, and then they want to make a right a wrong. It is completely. I do not know, Miss Carol. I do not know how many of these people. I'm not going to mention no names or anything, but I do not know how they survive. How they survive outside of YouTube. I do not know how they survive, because if they behave like they behave on YouTube, uh, they must have a miserable life, Miss Carol.
Yes, and I feel sorry for, their families that they have to deal with someone like that. You know what I call them, Edwin? Demented.
Right. Let me tell you, Miss Carol, Mother Jimenez, and my entire family and all my friends here in Puerto Rico, they listen to the programs and they tell me, Edwin, why are you wasting your time giving these individuals advice? They are just mocking you back. They are just mocking you back. You are wasting your time giving advice, because these people will never change. Will never change.
Well, it's like talking to a brick wall, Edwin. But my philosophy on it is I don't watch any of them, I don't listen to any of them, and I just ignore. They can say
Right.
whatever they want. As far as I'm concerned, the only people that I have to answer to is God and my family. That's
Right.
it. I don't
And
have
Miss
anybody else to answer to.
Right. And Miss Carol, this is important, and I have repeated this many times. If these individuals on YouTube do not change, they what they are doing really, they are looking for death, Miss Carol, because sooner or later, they are going to meet the wrong person that is not uh, that is not going to take all the garbage that they throw at people. It's just a matter of time. And also, Miss Carol, these people that like to go to other neighborhoods and pull up on people, that is the fastest way to get killed.
It sure is, Edwin, and I'm surprised that they even do it. I know in my state where I am, it's you have a carrying permit. So, you know, they pull up on anybody, who knows what the consequences are going to be.
Let me tell you, Miss Carol, here in Puerto Rico, it doesn't matter the neighborhood you go. You can go to a low income neighborhood, a middle income neighborhood, or an upper class neighborhood. If someone goes to make trouble, to pull up on someone, the probabilities that person that person will be killed, because here in Puerto Rico, uh, everyone is armed. Some have permits, but the majority have illegal guns. And if someone shows up to anyone's home to look for trouble, they they will be in the funeral parlor immediately. That is the way it is here in Puerto Rico, Miss Carol.
Well, what I had my husband do was I had him turn around and install a camera in the front and in the back. And I can see whoever's at my door or in the back where I have the patio doors. So I'm not worried. Like I said, I live in a carry, conceal and carry state. So
Okay,
I'm not
Miss
worried.
Carol. Miss Carol, a question:
Yes.
Did that individual apologize to you?
About a month later, yes.
Oh, I see, I see. But
Yeah.
but but did he apologize? Did he do it in front of your husband?
Yes.
Okay,
Because my husband
okay,
told him, do not come near my wife.
yeah. It is better. It is better. It is better, Miss Carol. The next time someone knocks at your door, if you do not know them, try to talk to them through the intercom. Do you have an intercom?
I don't need it because I have the Ring camera and everything. So I'm fine,
Oh,
Edwin. Oh, yeah.
okay.
I'm
Okay.
fine. But believe me, my husband, he put the Ring in the front, the Ring in the back. And then when he bought me the new refrigerator has the Ring camera connected to that, also to my TV and to my phone. So I'm well covered.
Okay, Miss Carol, how long have you and Mr. Mahale been married?
It'll be 38 years this December.
Wow, that is beautiful. That is beautiful, Miss Carol. In what year? In what year was the wedding?
1986.
1986. Wow. I got married, Miss Carol. I got married in 1977. In 1977.
Wow.
Let me tell you, the Miss Carol, I wanted your opinion. Uh, to me, the best decade, at least to me, was in the 80s. Did you enjoy the 80s?
I enjoyed the 80s, but my favorite was late 60s and I'd say mid 70s. From late 60s to mid 70s, I had
Okay.
the best.
Ah,
And when I met my husband, that was it.
Miss Carol, uh, what has been who has who has I'm sorry, who has been your favorite president of all time?
My favorite president, I would have to say, I don't know, really. I was in third grade when Kennedy was president. And I'm thinking, you know what, Edwin? I don't think I've ever had a favorite one.
My favorite president, Miss Carol, my favorite president of all time, and I have a lot of photos of him. Ronald Reagan, my favorite always. Ronald Reagan.
Hmm, that's interesting. See, because I never really paid attention. I guess that was it. I was so busy, like raising the children and working and everything else, that I never really got involved with politics or looked at what they were
I see. I
doing or
see.
not doing. It's only the last, I'd say, the last 20 years, like from, I'd say after Reagan, like with Clinton and then Obama and then Trump and now Biden. But other than that, I tried not to, I really didn't pay attention. I paid attention to local
I see.
politics because I guess
Go,
because it affected, like,
go ahead.
where I'm living and stuff. But
Right.
now I
Uh,
pay
let me tell
attention.
let me tell you, Miss Carol. It is my opinion. Biden should. It is my opinion that Biden should not be running. His age, his age, his age, his age has knocked at his door.
Yes.
I think he's going. I think he's going to have dementia. May God bless him, because I want the best for him. But but uh, but his mental abilities, you can see that that slowly and surely they are declining. And once your mental abilities start declining, it is my opinion that you cannot be president, or you should retire immediately, because you can tell
Well,
the way he walks and the hands and everything. Go ahead.
I agree, Edwin, but I put that
Go
squarely
ahead,
and
Miss Carol.
I put that squarely and solely on his family because why hasn't I know if that was my husband, I would have done everything in my power to have him step down. I wouldn't allow him to be like that. Do you understand? My concern would be for his health mentally and physically first above
Right,
anything
right.
else.
Let me tell you, when I see him on TV,
Yes.
right,
When you see him on TV,
right,
what,
right.
Edwin?
Let me tell you, Miss Carol, when I see him on TV, it is so sad. It is so sad to see a president like that, because you can tell uh, he does not have 100% ability, mental ability. His mental ability is totally declining.
I agree.
Miss Carol, do you have any information on Miss Angel? Because
She
she hasn't done a live in a week.
she's been so I spoke to her today. She's been so busy with the baby and she's just all tied up right now.
Oh, I see, I see.
She's very
Because
busy with the
she
baby.
hasn't done a live in a week.
She will when she's
Okay,
ready.
so do you have? I see. Do you have any idea? Do you have any information when she will do her live again?
No, I don't, Edwin. No, I don't. I
I
think
see.
she.
I see. Miss Carol, Miss Carol, if you speak to her again, uh, send her my love and respect. Okay.
Yes, I will, Edwin. Yes,
Okay.
I will.
Okay. Miss Carol, can you see the chat?
Yes,
Can you
I
see the
can.
chat?
Yes, I can.
Uh, Hold on, Miss Carol. Miss Carol, please greet everyone in the chat. Please greet everyone.
I already did, except hello, Marta. How are you? I hope you're
Okay,
doing well.
we have Mark. Uh, okay, Martha just came in, and we have Miss Deborah. Miss Carol. We have Miss
Yes.
Deborah, Bo, and Marta. Many blessings for Marta. Marta, may God grant you always excellent health. Miss Carol, I
Yes.
hope Kid Rock is doing good. I haven't seen Kid Rock. I hope I hope I hope Kid Rock and his entire family is doing good. So we send a big hug for Kid Rock.
Yes, I was going to ask you if you heard from him because I haven't seen him around.
Right. Miss Carol, what did you think about Miss Spirit's birthday?
I enjoyed that. That was great, Edwin. That was really
Did you like
great.
the video? Did you like the videos that I put about the Indians with the
Yes, I
Indian
did.
dance?
I thought that was really considerate and so sweet of you to do that and to honor her heritage like that. It was really nice.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Carol. I want to tell you this. Uh, you, uh, this is from my heart, Miss Carol. Miss Carol, when I speak to you, it is like I have known you all my life. That is that is the way you make me feel. Uh, being that we are both New Yorkers, uh, we are connected. We are connected spiritually because our backgrounds, and the way they raised us, it is similar. Miss Carol, do you
Yes,
agree, Miss Carol?
yes, I do, Edwin. Yes, I do. I
Ah,
agree.
Miss Carol. B- Before I close the telecast, remember back in our era where they sometimes they were high school girls that got pregnant, but back then the fathers used. Do you remember? What they used to call the shotgun weddings,
Oh, yes,
Miss
I
Carol?
do. Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
So let me tell you, while I was listening to your telecast, one of the memories, because uh, I remember when I was in high school, always in the high school years, there was always maybe one or two. There was always like one or two or two young girls that got pregnant. But back then, as soon as the fathers found out, the fathers were knocking at the door, and the young people, they used to obligate them to get married immediately. Do you remember that, Miss
Yes, I
Carol?
do. And I also remember a lot of divorce cases years later because all you heard from the
Right,
husbands were, I had to marry her because she was pregnant. She tricked me. Like they had
right,
nothing to do
but
with it. Ha.
right. But check this out. Miss Carol. But they didn't say that when when the girl's father knocked at the door.
Oh, no, they didn't. You better believe they
Right.
didn't.
I remember, Miss Carol. I remember we used to live on the fifth floor. On the fifth floor. I remember, I had a neighbor. I had a neighbor that had a son that was in high school. And one day that happened. If I am not mistaken, that happened on a Saturday. One day we heard like a big argument. Uh, and then it was the father of a girl that my neighbor went out with the girl. And I think the girl got pregnant, and the father came, but the father came very aggressive. The father, the father was going to kill the young man. But and then the parents intervened, and they told the father, "Don't worry, my son will marry your daughter. My son will marry your daughter." But let me tell you, the father, Miss Carol, the father was going to kill him. Was
Oh,
going to kill him.
I've seen it happen. But you know what, Edwin? I agree to a point, but I don't agree because most of them were young. And
Right,
then,
right.
it's like a forced marriage. I remember my mother and father when I was, I don't know, 12 or 13, they were still talking about arranged marriages. And I looked at them and I said, nobody's picking out my husband. I said, because I'm not getting married. You know,
Okay.
I was so rebellious on that, but I remember how they used to do arranged marriages that they had your husband or your wife picked out from birth. They were doing it
R-
in still in Greece up until the mid 70s. I was like, are you kidding me? You know,
Check it, Miss Carol. Miss Carol, check this out. My mother told me, may she rest in peace. My mother told me when she was a young girl here in Puerto Rico. We're talking the late 20s. We're talking the late 20s and I'm sorry, we're talking the late 20s and the early 30s. My mother told me that here in Puerto Rico, they used to negotiate. They used to negotiate because here in Puerto Rico, uh, in the 20s and the 30s, there was a lot of customs from Spain. So other families they used to negotiate marriages. But check this out, Miss Carol. My mother told me that old men, men of 40 and 50, they used to get married to girls that were 14 and 16-year old.
I believe it.
Yeah. Let
I
me
believe it, Edwin.
my mother told me this, that one time at one time when she was a young girl here in Puerto Rico, that was like in the early 30s. In the early 30s, there was an old man of over 50 that wanted to marry my mother. And then that man spoke, spoke, that man spoke to, I am sorry, that man spoke to my mother's father, which is my grandfather. My grandfather, my mother tells me that her father accepted. And then my mother said, "No, I will not get married to that old stinky man." And my mother, being that my mother had a strong temper, my mother took a knife and she said, "If that man comes here, I am going to kill him because I am not getting married with no stinky old man." That is a true story, Miss Carol.
Good for her. God bless her.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Miss Carol, imagine an old man pretending to marry a young lady. And let me tell you, Miss Carol, there are a lot of old men. Let us say right now, I am 68. I am 68 years old. Miss Carol, the way that I was raised, let us say that I was single. An example, I would never look. I would never. I would never look. Never. I would never look at a woman of 20 or 30 or 40 or 50. I would stay in my age. I would stay in my age. It is my opinion, Miss Carol, that old men like me, that have like a fascination with young girls, that is sick. What is your opinion, Miss Carol?
I agree with you, Edwin, but remember that works both ways because I know some women out there that shouldn't be looking at younger men, but yet they do. So it works both
Oh,
ways. I think it's disgusting.
okay. Uh, I used to go, Miss Carol, in the 80s and 90s, at the beginning of the 2000s. I used to go to a lot of social activities with our company because back then we had a lot of activities. We had a lot of activities. And sometimes I used to see like a real old man with a young woman. And sometimes I used to see a young man with an elderly lady. But one time I said, wow, I told an elderly man, sir, your daughter, she is beautiful, your daughter, but with respect, he almost killed me. He almost killed me. He said, no, that is not my daughter. That is my wife. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry. You see, sometimes they even get offended. They even get offended.
Oh, they should get offended.
Yeah. But let me tell you, but that is the way it was. And let me tell you this, Miss Carol, in many Arab countries, you have in that culture, they old men get married to 8 and 9 year olds.
Oh my
That is
God.
really yes. Uh, did you know that, Miss Carol?
No, I did not.
In many, I repeat, and I say it with respect, because that is another culture with another custom. But it is my opinion, Miss Carol, that an elderly man getting married to an 8 year old, I mean, that is disgusting. That is
Yes.
disgusting. You can look it up, Miss Carol. You can look it up on Google, and there is also on YouTube. They are videos. They are videos of men that are my age, that have gotten married to 10-year olds.
That,
Imagine that, Miss Carol.
oh, let me tell you something. Oh, God. That
That is
is,
disgusting, Miss.
yeah, that's something that would make me want to throw up. Oh,
Yeah. Let
God.
me tell you. Let me tell you, Miss Carol. I had the honor. I had the honor of raising my granddaughter. Let me tell you, a 10-year-old girl, a 9-year-old girl, and that is a baby. They, it is a baby. It is a baby that walks.
That's
So
right.
imagine that. Uh, imagine a little girl getting married to a man of 60, Miss Carol. That
That's
is crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, that is infamia. That is that is blasphemy. So Miss Carol, how is your beautiful little granddaughter doing, Miss Carol?
She's doing great. She got her report card. She got really great grades and she got promoted. I'm so happy for her. And now she's, getting into other activities that we've got her involved in. And she goes, now we're putting her for the summer. She loves gymnastics. So we're going to put her in a gymnastics summer camp to help her with the gymnastics.
That is great, Miss Carol. May God bless your granddaughter. And I tell you this, Miss Carol, enjoy. She's 8 years old, right?
Yes,
Enjoy her every single day, Miss Carol.
oh,
Enjoy her. Because let me tell you, as soon as as soon as they reach 12, we we uh we are forgotten completely. We are forgotten.
Oh, Edwin, she's that way now. What did she tell me the other day? I said to her, "Do you want to come with me to Aunt Kathy's, my sister's house? Because my sister has the in ground pool." I said, "This way you can go swim all day." And she says to me, "Let me check my schedule first. You know, I do have a life, I have a social life." And she's only
That is
8.
wow. Let
Yeah.
let me Miss Carol, let me tell you this. When my granddaughter was in pre-kinder, and then she went to kinder, then she went to first grade and second grade and third grade. I was the light of her life. I was her hero. Check this out, Miss Carol. When I used to take her to school, she cried. She wanted me to stay with her in the classroom. But check this out. Once she got to fourth grade, you know what she used to tell me? Leave me here. Do not enter the school. Do not enter the school. That is what she used to tell me. Grandpa, leave me here. She was embarrassed that, and then one day I got mad. I told her, "No, I am going to take you directly to your classroom, and I am going to stay with you in your classroom all day." But let me tell you, what Miss Carol, once they get to the fourth grade, they are completely independent. Completely
Well,
independent.
the other day, my granddaughter was fighting with my daughter, right? So we're on the phone, and my daughter says to my granddaughter, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm packing my clothes and I'm leaving this house." She goes, "Yeah, and where do you think you're going?" She says, "I'm going to grandma's. That's where I'm going." So she goes, "And how are you going to get there? I'm not driving you there." And she goes, "I know how to get there. I can walk there. I don't need you." I couldn't believe it. I says, "My God, she's 8 years old." I says to my daughter, "You better keep an eye on her." I said, "Because the next time you two have an argument, you may go look for her and she's out the door trying to walk here, you know."
Miss Miss Carol, is that the only grandchild that you have?
No, I have a grandson that's 19 years old.
Okay, okay, okay.
I
He's a
have,
man already.
yeah, I have 3 sons and my daughter. I have 4 children.
Okay, okay. That is beautiful, Miss Carol. But I want to stress this: enjoy your granddaughter now, before she reaches 10 or 12.
I'm trying.
Ah, Miss Carol,
Yes,
before
Edwin.
we close the telecast, uh, in your state where you live, has the people of your state have had problems with the Uber drivers?
I don't even, not that I'm aware of, not where I live. Where I live, it's relatively safe. So we haven't had any problems. Like in where,
I,
I can't speak for the whole state. I can only speak for the area that I live in.
I say, Miss Carol, without getting into anything personal, if, if you want to answer the question, if not, I understand. What state are you in? If
I'm
we
in,
can know.
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Okay, in the state of Pennsylvania. Uh,
Hmm.
Miss Carol, when you moved to New York, to Pennsylvania, uh, uh, did you adapt quickly? Because Pennsylvania is completely different from New York.
It
So
took
so what? Go ahead, Miss Carol.
it took me about 5 years to adapt. About
Okay,
5 years
okay.
because I was used to walking to the grocery store or getting on a bus or a train or whatever. And over here, there's like no public transportation. You have to drive. or walk. That's it.
So Miss Carol, how long have you been living in the state of Pennsylvania?
30 years.
Okay, okay. Okay, Miss Carol, that way we can get an idea. What is the difference, in your opinion? What is the difference between New York and Pennsylvania?
Okay, when I first came here, I wasn't used to the quiet and all the animals, the different animals like the bears and the deers and the raccoons, you name it, we have it, bobcats, whatever. And it was just very quiet. Now, my area, it's like living in New York City because now you've got all the businesses in town, you've got the big box stores not too far away. Uh, a lot of people come here like now for tourism from all over. And a lot of people, when the illness happened, a lot of people moved from New York and New Jersey up this way. So it's becoming more and more, I'd say more and more like the way Brooklyn was when I grew up. You know,
I see.
it's like that.
Um, Miss Carol, the cost of living in Pennsylvania is it more moderate than in New York?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. My nephew in law was up here for Easter, because my whole family was here. And he smoked cigarettes. And I said to him, "How much do you pay for those cigarettes in New York?" And he says, "Please, they're $18 a pack." I said, "What?
$18 a pack. Oh my God.
$18?" I said to him, "Number one, you should have stopped smoking. Number
Right.
two," I said, "there's a cigarette store ahead on your way home. Stop there and pick up whatever you want." I said, "You're going to save yourself a lot of money."
How,
Some things are
how-
high here, but the good thing about Pennsylvania is the tax is only 6%.
okay, okay. Mi- Uh, Miss Carol, remember when you and I were kids, cigarettes were 50 cents. Remember?
I remember my grandmother sending me to the store for her cigarettes, God rest her soul, and it was only 25 cents, and she used to smoke those Lucky Strikes.
Right, Lucky Strikes. When I uh, as a kid, I remember that the cigarettes were 50 cents. 50 cents. Ah, Miss Carol, my last question, and I will close the telecast.
Yes.
Miss Carol, uh, when you were uh, when you were a young girl growing up, your neighborhood, your neighborhood, where you were raised, was it predominantly Italian or Irish?
Italian.
It was Italian. Okay, that same neighborhood, Miss Carol, if you have the knowledge, that same neighborhood now, is it still Italian
Italian,
or I'm
Italian
sorry?
and Italian and French.
Okay, but now, that neighborhood now, is it still Italian?
That's what I'm saying. Italian and French.
Okay, so in other words, the neighborhood where you were raised, it has maintained the same people from the same heritage.
Some, but mostly, how can I put it? There's a lot of Italian people still there, but then French people moved in.
I see, I see, I see, I see.
So it's
Let me
like
tell you.
mixed.
Oh, okay. Another question, Miss Carol. Being that you have still family in New York and everything, is New York still livable in the
It,
five boroughs?
I would say no. It's crazy. Um, just with the cost of living, I mean, there are decent areas in all the 5 boroughs, don't get me wrong, but the cost of living and the rents and to own a home there, forget it. It's not where,
Okay.
I'll give you an example. My aunt and uncle, they bought a house back in the 70s for $35,000, okay? Beautiful brownstone. They both passed away. My aunt passed away 2 years ago. Her children sold that same house that my aunt and uncle spent $35,000 for, right? $2.5 million.
Wow.
Okay? It's my old apartment. To go there now, they're getting $4,500 a month. I'm flabbergasted. I'm like, how do people afford to live like this?
Okay. The apartment that you used to live in now goes for 4,500. And
Yes.
and when you used to live there, how
Mm-hmm.
much did it pay then?
$295.
Okay, okay. Check this out, Miss Carol. The apartment that I was born and raised in 1955 to 19. I lived there from 1955 to. I'm sorry. I lived there from 1955 to 1975. We used to pay $50 a month, Miss Carol, for a 5-room apartment.
I
$50 a month.
I know
That
my
that apart that apartment now goes for the person that has it is paying over $3,000 a month, Miss Carol.
I I
Imagine
bel
that.
I believe him. My mother and father, when the apartment we were raised in, it was 7 rooms, and they were only paying $45 a month. And now that apartment goes for about the same amount, about $4,500.
Let me tell you, the rents are like really crazy. They're really crazy, Miss
Yeah.
Carol.
Yes.
Miss Carol, my mother told me that when she first moved to the Bronx, where I was born at, where this is before I am born. This is before 1955. The whole neighborhood, the whole neighborhood was Italian. Uh, she was the first Puerto Rican to live among Italians in that building. It used to be just Italians, Jewish, and Irish in the South Bronx. In the South Bronx, and then after I was born, then later on, the Italians and the Irish and Jewish, they started moving out. They started moving out. But let me tell you, uh, the Bronx of my childhood, it does not exist anymore, Miss Carol. And the Bronx used to be a beautiful place, Miss. I have beautiful memories of the Bronx, Miss Carol.
I know. I have beautiful memories of Brooklyn. I know.
Yeah.
I know, Edwin.
Anyway, Miss Carol, I want to thank you for sharing with me. And again, Miss Carol, I want to congratulate you. Excellent telecast, and keep on doing it, Miss Carol. Keep on doing it, Miss Carol. When will you go live again?
I don't know right now. Probably next weekend if I'm not busy. If I'm
Okay,
not
okay,
busy, next Saturday.
okay, Miss Carol. Can you say that you dominate well already the StreamYard, or you still have some doubts?
I have a little bit of doubts, but I'll get it because I was playing
Okay,
around with it before I went live, and I was playing around with YouTube.
okay. That is great. Miss Carol, keep on playing with it until you learn it completely. What I am going to do, Miss Carol, During the week, I will do a little review. I will do a little review on the lives. That way, uh, that way I can help you also. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it,
So Miss
Edwin.
Carol, I'm sorry.
I said I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. So Miss Carol, may God bless you. I give you a big hug. I kiss you on the forehead like I do my granddaughter. I give a big hug to Mr. Mahal. May God bless all your sons and daughters and your grandchildren. And you are very dear to us, Miss Carol. May God grant you, may God grant you always excellent health, mental and physical. Miss Carol, before you leave, what are your plans for today, Sunday?
Today, to do absolutely nothing other than going to church. That's it.
Okay, okay, Miss Carol, that is good. Miss Carol, do you plan to cook today or no?
Yes, today I make eggplant parmesan and pasta.
Okay. Miss Carol, before you leave, what is your best dish? What is the dish that you make that people will lick their fingers?
Huh, let me think. There's a lot I make. Oh boy. I would say, okay, my sons all like the chicken parmesan, and my husband likes when I make all the Greek dishes. Mm, I think the eggplant is the best, but that's
Okay,
me.
that is great, Miss Carol. That is great, Miss Carol. Do not forget to go to the beauty salon. Do not forget, Miss
Oh,
Carol.
believe me, my hairdresser will not let me forget. I get a call 24 hours before to remind me that I have the appointment.
Miss Carol, do not forget that you are now a content creator and you must go to the beauty every single day. And Miss Carol, you must sleep standing up like my dear mother used to do. Okay, Miss Carol, God bless you. Miss Carol, close the
Y-
telecast, please.
How do you? Okay. Hello, Nitro. Okay, let me say goodnight to everybody. Good night, Bobo. Good night, Deborah. Good night, Marta. Good night, Bella. Good night, James Simpson. Good night, Paul. And good night, Nitro. And may God bless you all and keep you safe.
God bless you. God bless you, Miss Carol, and thank you for helping Uncle Edwin.
You're welcome, Uncle Edwin, anytime. God bless
Okay.
you.
God bless you too, Miss Carol.
All right. Good night.
Okay, everyone. Okay, good night, Miss Carol. A big hug for everyone. A big hug for everyone in our chat family. Miss Nitro. We have the beautiful Miss Nitro. Miss Nitro, God bless you always, and your dear husband and the little Nitros. And the little Nitros. A big hug for Miss Nitro. Paul, have a great have a great Sunday with Kaiser. Miss Bella, God bless you always, and and I and I hope you come back to visit us. A big hug for Miss Bella. James Simpson, thank you. Miss Marta, God bless you. Bobo, God bless you. Miss Deborah, God bless you. I don't want to miss no one. And as always, Miss Carol, God bless you, and thank you for helping me always. Bobo, a big hug. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think I got everyone. And Mr. James Simpson, God bless you always. And God bless my nephew, Emery. And a big hug for Mr. Ressa Murphy. For Mr. Ressa Murphy. Okay, everyone, have a great Sunday. Have a great Sunday, everyone. Please try to visit the church of your preference. And as my mother used to say, look for God before God comes to look for you. I repeat, look for God before God comes to look for you. So God bless you all, and I give you all a big hug. And may God always protect you all and grant you excellent health, mental and physical. Mental and physical. So God bless you all. God bless you all.
Oceans apart, day after day, and I slowly go insane. I hear your voice on the line, but it doesn't stop the pain. If I see you next to never, then how can we say forever? Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I will be you. I took for granted all the times that I thought would last somehow. I hear the laughter, I taste the tears, but I can't get near you now. Oh, can't you see it, baby? You've got me going crazy. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. I wonder how we can survive this romance. But in the end, if I'm with you, I'll take the chance. Somebody told me every person wants is every view she sees. I guess I must have loved you, 'cause I said you were the perfect girl for me. And now it's 6 starts over. Everything you want and everything you see is out of reach. Good. I don't know what the hell you want from me, boy. Hey! Boss, pipes and drums! By the center! Quick! March!